hey there. Hey guys, welcome to another card trick tutorial. You guys like card tricks? Well, I like card tricks too, and luckily for you guys, I just happen to have a YouTube channel where I teach card tricks. So today I'm going to show you guys one. It's less of a card trick, more of a principle you could use to gain control over cards. You know, magicians, they're always controlling cards. Today I'm going to show you guys an easy way of gaining control to any card that you want. You guys should subscribe though. You guys should, if you haven't already. Today I'm going to be using these cards. These are the Knights by your friend and my friend, Daniel Madison and Christopher Ramsey. They made these cards, and I'm going to be using these cards today for this particular trick. So this deck is shuffled by our participant. However, if you are using these cards, you don't want participants touching these cards because they're very expensive. They're very expensive, like a lot of money, and you don't want them touching it with their dirty, disgusting muggle hands, to be honest. But you shuffle the deck as much as you want. There's no sort of order or any sort of reason why you're doing this, to be honest. It's just a thing that you're going to show them. But you're going to ask the spectator to cut off cards and hold it against their chest. So they could cut anywhere they want. Let's say they cut there, they hold it against their chest, and they happen to see and remember the 5 of clubs. Now this card is replaced back by the spectator, and believe it or not, even though you're not holding any sort of breaks like a magician would, you actually have complete control over this card. You actually have complete control if it could ever focus, because all you need to do at this point is you could just spread through the cards, and that's all it takes for you to be able to get that card under your complete control each and every single time without any sort of overt action. So at this point, if you wanted to, you could cut that card, do a little bit of one of these PCs, and tell the spectator to just think of their card, say it over and over in their head. Oh boy, I'm getting a huge impression that your card is the 5 of clubs, and the spectator goes crazy. So you're gonna learn how to do that you're gonna learn how to do it right now. It's mango time. Mango time. Mango time. Mango time. Mango time. Hey there. Welcome. If you guys haven't checked out PigCake.me, you guys are really doing yourself a disservice. It's my website where I host all my wondrous PigCake things. But I know why you're here. You guys aren't here to listen to me shill. You guys are here to learn how to do that particular card trick. And luckily for you guys, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. And you guys have to thank Ed Marlowe for coming up with this technique, pretty much on how to create an impromptu key card. Now, there are many techniques to do this. However, the easiest way is to lick your thumb. That's the easiest way to do this, is to lick your thumb. Now, in certain context, what you could do is you could just hold a glass, and there's going to be condensation on that glass, so just swipe your thumb along that glass, because you're actually going to be using spittle on your thumb for this secret. I know it sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke. It's a very effective method. Now, what I like to do is I like to have the spectators mix the cards and shuffle. I say I'm not going to look, and as I look, I just put my hand to my mouth and I just lick my thumb. Now, you don't want it dripping. You don't want it dripping, but you want a little bit of a moisture there. Enough moisture that you're going to transfer on the back of a playing card in a moment. See, did you figure that out? But you don't need a lot. A lot of people think you need your thumb dripping with spittle. If you have any sort of disease, I'd rather you guys not do this trick for the fear of spreading it to other people. But while the spectator's shuffling the cards, you just lick your thumb. You don't want them to see it, but you just do it when you're turned the other way. So now what's going to happen is that you're going to have the spectator cut off the cards anywhere they want. So let's say they cut off over here. You're going to tell them to hold the cards against their chest. And of course, they do this. You can make any sort of ample chest joke. You know, first is going to be the cards, then it's going to be me. Whatever it is that needs to be done. But now, when the spectator's looking at their card, all you're doing is putting your thumb and rubbing it down the length of the card. What that does is that's going to transfer the spittle to the back of this card, so that now when the spectator replaces their half on top of the cards, you have created a little bit of a layer of card, then spittle, then their card. So all you need to do now is you need to spread through the deck and feel for the 2 cards that are slightly stuck to each other more so than the other cards, and that's going to be the card that the spectator picked. Now, this is going to take a little bit of practice to get down, because honestly, the cards aren't going to be stuck together. It's just going to be a little bit of friction between the cards that you're going to have to practice and note when you're doing this particular method, because when you're spreading through the cards, it's just going to feel like any other cards, but there's going to be 2 cards that are going to give you a little bit more resistance. The card that's above is going to be the spectator's card. Of course, the card below is the card that you've transferred the spittle to. So once you reach those cards, it's very easy for you to just stick your pinky between the cards just like this. And at this point, you could do whatever peek you want. You could control the card directly to the bottom using a double undercut, or you could do the traditional heel peek, which is using your thumb turn over the entire deck so you can peek at that card. As you ask the spectator, could you shuffle the cards again? Go ahead and shuffle the cards, sir. What that allows you to do is peek at that card, and now you know its identity, so that you could pretend to reveal it like you're some sort of one of these psychics, one of these liars, one of these frauds or deceptionists. You could do that to the spectator using this method. So it's a very easy and simple thing to do, and it's very easy to get into. So you just have to play around with your environment. If there's a cup with condensation on the side, you could just rub your thumb on that. If there's no cup and you're standing up, you're gonna have to improvise, and in that case, you have the spectator shuffle the cards. As they shuffle, you turn away and say, I don't want to see anything. And of course, in that action, you could bring your hand up to your mouth and just lick it. There's some techniques that I've heard to surreptitiously lick your thumb, such as you pretend to cough, but as you cough, you bring your hand up like this, and really you're just licking your thumb. I wouldn't go as far as doing that, because then you're involving sleight of hand in the process of literally licking your goddamn thumb. So I would be opposed to that. So just turn away, lick your thumb, and when you come back, all the spectator's gonna do, they're gonna look at the card. As they're looking at the card, you just transfer it to the surface, so that when they replace it and you square up the cards, you're always gonna have a little bit of a stickiness between the cards, so that when you could spread, you could find it each and every single time. Again, practice it. Don't think that you're just gonna be able to do it willy-nilly. You are gonna need to feel the little bit of a separation between the cards. So practice this, make sure to spit on your thumb, and keep the magic strong. That's a meme that not a lot of you guys are gonna understand. Hopefully you will. Now, that's the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's pretty much it. It's simple. It's not one of these complicated things to do, but I'm sure it's within the range of many of you, actually. So make sure to subscribe and do all the things that people do when it comes to videos. People tend to check the links in the description below for all things piggy. I'm going to go figure out different ways to use a gorilla pod to find fish in the sea.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.